This is the Kobe Bryant film room, and I wanted to do this video over again, right? I did this video as one of my first videos on the channel, and I was really just getting into the flow and learning how to become a YouTuber, right? And so I didn't really cover this in depth like I should have, right? I want you guys to hear something though about how the media uses their status to discredit players and to lower their standing in history, right? I want you to see something. Here's NBA player Jamal Crawford, and here's Shannon Sharpe, right? Former NFL player turned I don't know what the hell, he's a commentator, I guess. He's not an analyst, commentator. So let's get into it.
I don't know if I had a list that came out, but I saw where you commented, any list that doesn't have Kobe in the top 5, you don't have respect for it.
No.
You believe Kobe is a top 5 player all time?
And a lot of people feel that way. The players feel that way, right? But the media, oh yeah, he's somewhere around 20. He's running around 15 to 20. Like, come on, bro, with this fucking shit.
I'm talking about all players currently and
Yeah, and I think a lot of players will tell you that actually played against him, to be honest with you. His mentality, his competitiveness is just, it's set him.
They can't ignore what this dude's ability is on the court, right? So if you played against him, you know this dude's the best, one of the best defenders and one of the best offensive players to ever play the game, right? So you combine the two, what do you have? Right? He was probably, to me, he was the most skilled ever, right? He was a scoring machine. He was an assassin. He was a top-notch defender. He could pass the ball. He could do everything on the court. So why would it be outrageous to have him over guys who can't do what he does on the court? Doesn't make any sense.
You know, and obviously, like, I didn't see Wilt play. I didn't see Mr. Bill Russell play, who I'm actually very fond of and tight with. I didn't see those guys play, so I don't want to disrespect them by any means. I'm saying guys that I actually played against.
That's right. And guys, you can put guys on your list higher than guys as long as you do it respectfully. And here's Jamal Crawford. He has so much respect for those guys. Even though he didn't see them play, he has respect for how they established the league that he came in, right? That's respect. You don't have to crap on somebody's name to put somebody else up. You don't.
You saw Magic play, right?
I saw that.
Look.
I got those two, LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan in my top 5.
I mean, that's
See, the problem that he has is Kobe, right? He don't have a problem with none of them other names. But this fool had Kobe as his second best player ever at one time, right? Now it's preposterous. Now you see how they switch up, and when they switch up, they try to ruin you, right?
not a bad top 5, but you do know in the history of sports, it's not. I don't know if we've ever had a guy ranked top 5 with only one MVP.
You see what he did? The MVP has nothing to do with your production on the floor, right? You can have an MVP caliber season and not win the MVP because they didn't vote for you, right? Now watch Jamal Crawford check his ass.
You're right, but MVP is kind of man-made, right?
Like,
even less man-made. Your peers are the ultimate respect and the ultimate bar for,
exactly the people who played against them, the people who competed at the highest levels against Kobe. They know what time it is, right? You clowns can't ruin his legacy. No matter how hard you try to boost other guys up, you guys can't ruin his legacy.
I feel about you.
Right.
He went 5-2 in the finals. How I look at it too is if you look at the tape, you look at any era, I believe Kobe would have been dominant in every single era. And I think his competitiveness and work ethic alone was separated from a lot of guys.
Exactly. It seems to me you went more modern players in your top 5. Because
No.
like I said, you didn't see Russell play, you didn't see Chamberlain play, but you saw Tim Duncan.
I did see Tim Duncan.
You see what they do? I covered this in other videos, right? Tim Duncan shit they're trying to put over Kobe. First of all, when you talk about the player of the decade, Kobe had more championships in the 2000s than Tim Duncan did. Tim Duncan won in 1999, which is not in 2000, and he won in 2014, which is not in the 2000s. Right? Kobe won in 2000, 2001, and 2002. He won in 2009 and 2010. But even if you want to just count 2009, right? We don't even have to count 2010. Kobe was the better offensive player. Now, Tim, you could get the edge on defense, right? But Kobe was better, way better offensively. So if you combine the two, he was the best player of the 2000s, right? Otherwise, what the fuck are we going off of?
I think he's the best power forward ever. But those
You saw Shaq.
Shaq's not better than me.
I think Shaq's right there too.
You saw Larry
He's
Bird.
outside.
I did see Bird. It took me a while for.
And when I say outside, I'm talking about outside of Jamal Crawford's top 5. No disrespect to Shaq.
Even LeBron passed. I saw Bird, but it took a while. Those are the top 10.
Bird was an acquired taste because we had never seen. I had never seen a white guy be able to do what he was able to do.
Larry Bird was a monster, right? Larry Bird was a player who could take over games. He could do everything, right? He was a solid defender. He wasn't great, but he was a good team defender, right? He could play make, he could rebound, he can shoot at a high clip, he could score the mid range, he could post up. Larry Bird could do a lot on that court. He did a lot of damage. He was a beast for sure. And there's an argument to be made. Is Bird the best player ever? Right? So when we're having these discussions, right, these are all opinion based, right? But what I can't get with is the disrespect from the media, people like Shannon. When you mention Kobe's name, it's like they take a hard swallow and look around as if the nigga wasn't great.
Yeah, I think you took it for granted. And then when you watched it, he bust up everybody. You talking about
what do you think Kobe was doing?
Everybody. I talked to Dominique Wilkins about him. He was telling me stories when Bird had 6 and he was off that bench. And they had a class.
That game is amazing too. If y'all haven't seen it, which I think most of you probably have, right? Bird falling in the crowd and the players laughing and joking. The Hawks players laughing and joking on the sideline. Bird was doing whatever he wanted, man. Started shooting left-handed and shit. He was clowning them niggas, man.
Players, because they was like, man, hold on, you can't be laughing at me while I'm out here. This dude is killing me.
Oh, they got Jamal.
But yeah, these guys, all those guys before me, except Brown's younger than me, but everybody else is older than me, so I still pay homage to people for me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just the disrespect, y'all. It's just the disrespect. Everybody's list doesn't have to be the same, but it's just the extra disrespect that you guys throw, the facial expressions, the double questioning, right? And if he had LeBron on his list, he wouldn't say shit. He let him keep talking. He wouldn't stop him right there. But this is what I mean by the media can try and erase you, right? But shout out to Jamal Crawford for not letting them do it. Staying classy, not dumping on nobody else to boost Kobe up. He didn't have to dump on Bill Russell, LeBron to boost Kobe up. He didn't have to, right? He just explained what made Kobe great and left it at that. And that's what you do. That's the classy approach. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to retouch on that video, mainly because I felt like I didn't get all my ideas out. I was just starting and trying to get content out for you guys. But this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room, and I'm out.